Well. I gotta straighten this wig, honey. Anyway, so listen, I am stop by here very quickly, talk about some stuff as well as to address some possible concerns and questions. Um, like I said, I'm stopped by here very quickly. Excuse the lighting. We're trying to figure out how everything's going to be angled because, of course, there's a grand surprise that I'm doing. And when I do the grand surprise, then you guys can see what's over here. Okay. And excuse Anubis if he start doing some weird shit to that honey. He's on his little cute little fur blanket, honey. Say thank you so much, Rico. Say thank you so much, Rico. Anyway, come on here, Jaliel. Listen, I want to give me 1 minute, okay? Let me hold on. Hold on, give me 1 minute, okay? Jaliel, give me 1 minute. Can y'all see too much? No, y'all can't. Okay, just 1 minute, Jaliel. Anuba's trying to follow everywhere I'm going, honey. Y'all like that chair? Ew. Come on here, Queen of Plants. So I just wanted to show you something because, of course, you're in here. So here is your little tea. Oh, Jaliel, look at that. I know I told you 2 weeks, but let me be honest with you. So this oil in particular requires to be buried, okay? So I have this buried, and I could normally I mark where I bury stuff at, but I guess I had the wrong marker, so I could not find the oil. And I said, oh my God, I'm gonna have to make this oil again. Oh my God, it's gonna be like another 2 weeks. But sure enough, no. So really, really nice oil. Can you see kind of what's up in there, honey? Isn't that so nice? Look at that. Look at that. Nice and thick, honey. We got some good stuff up in here. And it's actually charging right now with one of the little pyrites. They go hand in hand. So I want to show you that, Jaliel. Here's your cute little thing that's coming, honey. So I'll be mailing this off to you on Wednesday because there's 2 more things I need to do to it. So there you go, honey. And it smells so good. You can smell it through the bottle. Oh my God. Jaliel, listen. With this oil, with all the oils, you could put this in a spray bottle with distilled water. And you just put a few drops in there and spray it. I would say do maybe 10 drops of water per 4 ounces. You could spray it around as an air freshener. You could put it in your bath water. You could put it in your shampoos. And the more you do it, the more effective it is. But this, I gotta watch Anubis, honey, because he liked to mark up on shit. Look, he being sneaky, y'all. Y'all can't really see him, but he's trying to hide behind these pillows right here. I have a bed full of pillows, y'all. I love pillows. I got like 20 pillows on bed, not even lying. Anyway, so I want to stop by here and I want to talk to you guys about, first of all, the classes. Hey, everybody, I want to say this too before I get started. I always try to say thank you so much to my supporters, those of you out there who pay for classes, those who buy casework, those who buy products, all the good stuff. God, I'm so excited. And of course, I need to take a nap too. I got to go back at 8 o'clock, so I need to take a little nap. I've been up since 9 o'clock this morning. I slept so good last night, but it was so cold, bitch. And I don't like to sleep with the heater on because my sinuses get dried up so quick. And that's what happened last night. So, of course, I've been spraying my grapeseed oil and my colloidal silver up there. But anyway, so I'm looking at someone on this TV too. I shouldn't even have this angle together like this because when the TV's on, I'll be looking over at it and I need to not be distracted at all. I need not be distracted at all. We're going to turn that off. Okay, so for those of you who sign up for classes, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to send you all a schedule of when the classes are going to drop. Of course, we send out the introductions already, but I want to send out a schedule so that way you know when to get the video, you know when the video is going to be posted. And as we said before, okay, with these videos that are coming out because they're so exclusive and I don't think I want to present them the exact same way, they will only be available for a certain period of time. So I encourage you to get your notebooks He laid down. I encourage you to get your little notebooks. I got a cute little notebook from 99-cent store. It's like a paper bag looking notebook. Y'all, and he was still a lot of stuff. I got to keep my eye on this motherfucker. He do a lot of stuff. So anyway, definitely I'll send out the schedule, but write out everything you need. And of course, we'll have a live Q&A if the class is not presented live. But I think I'm going to give you guys a schedule when the videos are going to drop. And I'm going to try to drop them no later than 10 days apart from each other, just to kind of get you enough to absorb it. Because I know when it comes to learning, like I'm one of those people that I have to see, I have to hear, and I have to feel what is being presented in order for me to absorb it. So I want to make sure I do that with you all. I know everybody's learning is different. Some people could just hear it. Some people could visually see it. But like I said, I want to make it to where you guys are definitely obtaining what you're getting. And once it's there, it's there. So, it's kind of like driving for those of you who already drive. When you first learn how to drive or learn how to do anything, but driving for me was a challenge because, of course, I was afraid of driving. But learning how to do that, I highlighted what was important, kept writing over and over the repetition law. And sure enough, I just remembered, and now it's like second nature to where I still remember the shit in the handbook, y'all, and it's been 5 years. I remember exactly the speeds of shit. Girl, we were fighting, me and this girl was fighting, girl, she been driving since she was 16 years old. She's 33 now, and girl, she's like, who have the right of way? Those who are coming into the parking lot, those who are coming out of the parking stall, like parking space. And I said, those who are coming in. And she's like, no, it's those who are pulling out. No, bitch, no, it's not. And you can look that up. No, it's not. If I'm coming into the parking lot, okay, and you're already parked safely and securely, why am I stopping traffic from coming in their parking lot? Because you're in your parking space and you're in a fucking rush. No, bitch, you don't do that. Bitch, you're supposed to yield, see if there's anybody coming back and forth. Bitch, check your side view mirrors, then turn your ass all the way around, which I know y'all don't do that no more, reversing, looking back, and then you pull out. Okay, come on here, Joey. How you doing? You welcome, Jolly Al. Come on in here. So listen, of course, if you check out the blog spot, there's something I wanted to come out with. I wanted to do a little differently. I offer goddess intervention, offer consultations, offer one-on-one, even going into the new way we do casework. The end of 2019 and for now on, the new way we do casework, you will get notes and all the good stuff of what is going on while I do the work. I will check on you while the work is being done. For those who get work that's like 3 weeks, 21 days plus. I will be contacting you. I shouldn't have got a swivel chair, bitch, because I love swiveling. Woo! Okay, let me stop. But anyway, look at this bitch right here. Hey, Daddy. Hey. Y'all, wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. Y'all, listen, I got this neighbor. Listen, let me just say this really quickly. So, just in case you guys don't know, this is a little sidetrack thing. So, where I live at, okay, it's a very suburban type of area. Okay, there's a lot of white people. And when I say white people, I mean like the Queen of England type of white people, like mentality, not the skin color white. People think that, well, if you don't know. So, black and white is a mindset, not a race. For me, it's not a race, it's a mindset. And the white mindset means you're very educated. You're interested in the brighter side of life, right? And then, of course, the blackness is the upsetness, jealousy, envious. I can't stand a motherfucker, hating ass, snitching ass type of shit. That's right there. Okay, so it's a very white area, very expensive homes, nice cars. And there's a guy, and I think he's like a basketball player or something. I don't know. I'm not into athletes, though. Told you already. But I think he's like a basketball player or something. I don't know, but he's tall. And he has like an infinity crossfire. And every time this motherfucker see me, he like waving shit. Even when I'm not looking, he'll be like, but when he sees me out of the car, he don't say shit to me. He'll keep it walking like, okay, bitch, she's scared or something. But just now he's pulling in and I look over and I'm like, hey, waving, honey. And guess what? He stopped looking. Bitch, get out your car. Come and knock on the door. I might let you in. They want to see a show. Let me stop. He's like, come here, Lady K. So listen, for real, let me get this out the way. So, of course, like I said, we done Goddess Intervention one-on-one. We did caseworks where we're doing consultations before, during, and after. So there's something called blue light activation. And of course, I will not go too far into it. If you check out the blog spot, twospiritmystic.blogspot.com, it's on in the description box. You will get a little bit more information about it. You could definitely ask your questions. We still have 6 weeks before I want to initiate or start the process. We're calling it a program because it is a reset of your current structure, whatever you feel that is. And like I said, we'll talk about that. I even want to possibly do some type of introduction for it, like a sampler. Even going into like the energy transfer, because of course people say, well, you know, I need to know before I spend that money, mister. Before I spend that 140, I need to know if what you're doing is really what it is. Okay, so like I said, we think about doing a little sampler thing to where we'll set up a time. Okay, you will make that time and we'll do the process. And then you'll come out and you'll say if you felt something or not. And that's what we'll do. So, you know, we'll do that. We'll make the non-believers into believers. Come on in here. We'll make the non-believers into believers, bitch, that you could definitely shift energy anywhere in space and time. Okay. And that's why I'm excited too about starting the Summers of Conjure class, which by the way, you can no longer sign up for. That's why I keep talking about it, because I want to rub it in your face, the ones who didn't sign up for it. That's why we start in that class first, because in that class, we're going to talk about those who govern time, space, and strong energy, even going into many spiritual misconceptions and even religious misconceptions when it comes into like the Jewish faith and the Catholic faith and the Christian faith. Well, I think Christianity is a kind of a form of Jewish, but anyway, we're going to talk about that in the Summers of Conjure a little bit. We're going to go over the different things and also the 72 names of God, right, of the Most High, but also the 7 most powerful names. And we're going to break that down. I might even do that on here. But so, okay. So, like I said, 6 weeks from now, the deadline will be until February the 5th for you to actually sign up for the class. Because of course I want to do it way before there's a celestial planet that's in movement right now, and I want to wait until that's completely done, because the energy, and see, this is another reason I want to talk about this. So going into energy and stuff, when the time is right, okay, and I use this analogy, okay, so it's like a padlock, okay. You have to turn your dial on your padlocks to have lines, you know, things to line up, locks to line up, you know, slots to line up, in order for that key to come out. And kind of going into like picking locks and stuff too, which is on YouTube, by the way. See, that's how, you got to know what the criminals do so you can protect yourself. So it teaches you, you know, you have to get something even, and then you can just go right in and pick it, and all of it just come open. The same thing with life. The same thing with energies. You know, you have to align. You have to wait for the perfect alignment in order to get things initiated. And that's why I say, even going into, you know, your life cycles and stuff. A lot of people, they will put forth energy and intentions, and yes, intention alone will get things going, but it takes a collective of bodies to get things going. As I say, it takes a village to raise a child. You know, people think that that's a literal thing, but I think it's also a metaphorical statement. I think it's also something that deals with, it takes more than one thing to get things really moving. Excuse me, especially if it's heavy. Excuse me, I'm burping and shit. I had a veggie griller. So anyway, it want to come up when I get on here and talk to y'all. Shit, man. Probably because when I talk, I take deep breaths and it works out the stomach muscles. Anyway, at least I'm not passing gas. But anyway, okay. So, like I said, check out the Blue Light Special. I will do a separate video addressing any questions you guys may have, because like I said, we still have time. I will address any question you have about that. And if you want to know an idea of what this is going to be like, this is going to be casework, goddess intervention, consultations, and a reading all wrapped in one. Because before we get started on this, like, I want to make sure everyone involved is on one accord. We kind of did a test run on this called something sector. This was probably like a year or two ago. I would say there was about 6 of us that was there, maybe 4 of us that was fully into it. Everyone else was just riding other people's energy and coattails and just crazy shit. To where even when we had our meetings, people would say, I don't know, but I just feel like something is lagging. Even though like everybody got what they needed, it still was a little bit of lag because some people were not fully involved. All of a sudden, they had meetings they had to go to, they had vacations they had to do. And it's just like when it comes to spiritual work, you are investing in yourself. Like this is nothing to play with. And I keep telling people this, it's nothing to play with. When you pay for spiritual work on any levels, readings, case works, when you buy products, you are investing in yourself. And in order for you to get effective results, you have to give it your all. Like it's really a battleground. And I even like to reference to the movie, The War Room, where it was, just look at that movie if you understand. Just look at that movie. And I feel like that's the easiest way to explain the process every time you do something spiritual. So there's always things that are going to come up against you, and you have to prepare yourself mentally to face that. And I think that's one of people's weaknesses, is that they're aware of what could possibly be working against them. They're not aware until they get into the work, and then by that time it's a little too late. So they get a little discouraged, and they're wasted all this money with people, places, and things, and then they hit up someone who can actually help them, and then now that person has to do a lot of cleaning up. So like I said, we will get into in this readings. I want to do what I call a cross-reference reading. A cross-reference reading, to give you an example of this, because I got to come up with my own name, Seti. Okay, so we're going to be checking numerology surrounding you and your places. We're going to do a birth chart if you have not had one, and definitely if you already have one, that'll be good. You can definitely say, hey, this is what I currently have. But like I said before, the tools that I use to pull up your birth chart, a lot of people don't have that, because for one, you got to pay for it. Ain't nobody really wanting to pay for software nowadays. People just want free shit. And for two, unless you have some type of VPN or something that you can access that. Like literally, if you were to search it on the regular web, it will show possibly the program, but when you go to click on it, it doesn't tell you where you can get it at. So it's very accurate, and it's it's very accurate. And it does have, even if you don't have your exact time of birth and all that good stuff, the more information you can give me, the more I can help pinpoint things and the accuracy of planets and how they align and how they affect you. Because everybody's affected by everything differently. And as I said before, people who's trained in astrology, people who are trained in astrology by the best. Because, of course, you can buy a book on astrology. People who actually know astrology and was taught astrology by those who knows it well. You understand that no two readings are the same. No two signs are the same. Like, honestly, even if you got two Geminis that were born on the same day at the same time, at the same place, their charts are definitely going to affect them differently. They will have a lot of similarities in their life experiences and occurrences, but it's not going to be identical. Look at identical twins, for example. One could be up, one could be down. Identical twins could be born or will be born at the same time. Of course, it'll be like a little minute or two off, but still, some people say, well, it really doesn't matter because within that minute or two, the degrees don't shift. Well, if you know spirits like I know spirits, minutes, seconds, hours, days, months, seasons, holidays, cities, counties, states, and countries are all, we keep going, honey. We keep going. Water sources, planetary energies. Okay. They're all governed by spirits. And once you know those spirits, bitch, now you have conquered it all. Now you can get through and maneuver through things when people have placed obstacles in front of you. Okay, hold it on. So that's what it's about. Come on in here, RJ Black, Leo God. Are you Leo? I know that's right. Come on in here, Melly. Hey, Mel, I need to email you. Melly, I need to email you. I just saw something over there. I need to email you. Yeah, I need to email you and send you some tea. Yes, I do. Come on in here. So, like I said, it's impossible to do, zodiac readings and stuff for a collective of people, or when people get down and be like, well, Geminis are this way. I personally feel like Geminis, or whatever zodiac you are also influenced by who you're raised by. I think if you were a Leo and you were raised by a Pisces, then you're probably going to be a nasty ass, conniving ass Leo. And there's no tea, no shade with that because we're going to talk about it for a minute. You know, we know that water signs are very manipulative. We know that Pisces in particular like to play on emotions. And, you know, I love most of my best friends were Pisces. You know, they were male and female. I think that male Pisces are the worst when it comes to loyalty, but we all know that they get very freak nasty. And so anyway, like I say, you know, I think Leos, you know, being the same like maternal, loving, guiding, but not being as manipulative as Pisces, I think that will make them very nasty. Just my opinion, to make them very nasty. And through my experiences. So like I said, who you are as far as astrologically, zodiacally, come on in here, is not only influenced by the signs you're born under, it can also be influenced by the parents who raised you, the people who raised you, the things who raised you. And that's just what it comes down to. So even going into, I think, like astrology and stuff, I think it's safe to say that all these things are theories, just like gravity, just like even dinosaurs. Like, girl, they're fighting over now if dinosaurs really died based off of a damn asteroid or meteor hitting this earth. Or excuse me, the meteor hitting the earth causing a volcanic eruption which shot ash into it. And I'm just like, girl, stop it. Are the dinosaurs really dinosaurs? Or are they Nephilims? Or are they the Elohim, you know, or are they Yodehe? You know, are these real dinosaurs? Because of course, bitch, you break down Dinosaur, bitch, you know exactly what that shit means. And you know what's so weird? I just thought about this, y'all. I just thought about this. Oh my God, I wanted to come in here and talk to you guys about it, but I was just somewhere else. Fuck, man. It just came to me now. I forgot what the fuck it was. There was oh my God, that just pisses me off. There's a word we commonly used that the meaning of the word is exactly what it says, but the definition is a whole nother thing. And I was like, that is so crazy because people who typically follow, it'll come to me. I'll come back and talk about it. It'll come to me because I always have those little breakthrough moments, bitch, where I'm just sitting here minding my business or doing something and then things come in and I'm just like, let me write it down or I do a voice recording, honey. Anyway, so like I said, I think it's safe to say that all this stuff is theory, but it also is going to gravitate towards you if you feel connected to it. That's why I say take what you need and leave what you don't need. And a lot of people say that, you know, Sylvia Brown said that, you know, teachers said that in high school and shit, you know, going to church, the Bible and shit, they say, you know, take what you need and leave the rest. Well, actually the church didn't say that, but anyway, you know, again, anyway, so also I want to do this too before I forget. So I know a lot of you people suffer from anxiety and you suffer from depression and you suffer from fear, right? Because that's all that's rooted in the same shit. Depression, anxiety is all fear, overthinking, overprocessing. And you notice if you suffer from anxiety and depression, you are fatigued. You are always sleepy. You're always in that state of being weak. Okay. And of course, I always say this. I encourage you, if you are ever in that state of mind, because we all go through depressing states, like something could get you down. That is a form of depression, or suppression, same damn thing, depression, suppression, oppression, same exact motherfucking thing. Because that can all cause the exact same shit to happen. So it's all connected. But try to eat like fresh, drink fresh, get fresh. You know, I just understand people can suffer from these conditions and deal with bummy ass people who will trigger those things to happen even more. So anyway, a quick technique that will only cost you $7 and 2 minutes of your time. I got this from Walmart. This is a, bitch, you know, I'm a tongue twisted, styloscope, whatever. Okay, and what this is used for, this is a very cheap one, obviously. This is like that weird rubberized metal shit. But this is a low and a high, and it might be the opposite way around, where it listens to the beat of the heart. And if you do not know, okay, the beat of the heart is the most relaxing thing that any human at any level can hear. I always tell people, when I helped raise my cousins and stuff, because it started with my cousins, I was like 9 years old when I first started babysitting baby kids. And I figured things out. Now, of course, 9 years old, I was not taking no kid and throwing them over so they can hear my heart and shit. But I just figured out children's behavior patterns and stuff. It was just so weird. I figured things out about them and say, okay, well, they like that, so this is what you're not going to do. And of course, I had cousins that would try to check me and say, bitch, you never had a kid. How you know it? What the fuck? But I was right. They went over there to that damn pediatric doctor or pediatric doctor. And the doctor said, listen, you need to blah, blah, blah. And they were like, what do you mean, girl? Okay. So anyway, so listening to the heartbeat is very, very relaxing. And of course, if you have like a man or a woman, and I'm telling you this because this works, okay? If you have a man or woman or someone you truly care about, because there's no labels no more. You know, hell, if everybody is fish and part serpent, part dragon, then I'm assuming we're going to change the labels on boyfriend, girlfriend. Maybe we're going to have sometime. Maybe we're going to have one-nighter. Maybe we're going to have minuter. Maybe we're going to have only for an hour. You know, we're going to have different labels coming out with that too. And if we're not, bitch, I'm going to make sure we have it. But, you know, you can listen to someone else's heartbeat in the process. This also helps too. But this will lower your stress, you guys. And what I do is when I'm very much in that space of wanting to get through things, and yes, I carry this in my bag. I carry this in my bag with a whole bunch of other shit that is much needed. Come on in here. If you want to know what's in my bag, maybe I'll show y'all. But definitely, you got to have your bear mace. Definitely, bitch. This will take down a 2-ton motherfucker. This will take down any man and any woman. And guess what? It's not that lethal. So, bitch, you don't got to worry about nothing going on. You just spray the fuck out them, saute a bitch up, and that's it. But anyway, so you just simply place these things in your ear, okay? And this is going to help you relax, getting yourself in that state anyway. And you're just going to start with this side. Take some deep breaths. And just listen to your heart. Okay, hold on. If I can find mine. There we go. So listen to your heart. And while you're doing it, you're going to take deep breaths. And I guarantee you're going to be so relaxed. That also works too, bitch, if you have an anger problem. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. That's what made me start getting into it. 2 years ago, you know, I have an older brother who's crazy as hell. I got several older brothers, but this one in particular, you know, we really clash. And we're working on it a lot. But we really clash. And one time I almost went to jail because I was literally about to fuck this motherfucker up. And I thought of so many ways how to fuck this motherfucker up. People were standing in the way. So my mind just said, fuck it, bitch, hit them all. But anyway, so I ended up going to go get a damn stethoscope, bitch. And I used to just do it and it would relax me. Even if you put like little like songs in the background, low songs, you know, not too loud, and you do that, I'm telling you, it will relax you so quick. It will take your mind off of things. I guess you could say it's a form of meditation, but it definitely works. And of course, like I said, if you have someone else there, you can listen to their heartbeat. That works as well. Animals, babies, a man, it all works. I like to listen to my own or Anubis. I check Anubis because, bitch, you know, sometimes he go crazy. And I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? But that's one way to relax yourself, you know, outside of doing drugs and, you know, drinking and shit. Bitches, close your eyes, listen to your heartbeat, count down, do some deep breaths, and you'll notice how great you'll feel after that, honey. Come on in here. You like Joy Friend? Who the hell is that? Oh, come on in here, Joy Friend. Stethoscope. Come on in here. Stethoscope. Yes, come on in here. Yes, get your stethoscope. See? Connotation. Come on in here. Just made dinner, feeling witchy in the kitchen, like Mr. Conjuring in the kitchen. I know that's right, Joey. Listen, cooking is, oh, your mom is an Aries. Okay, listen, no tea, no shade out there to you, Aries, but I'm really starting to figure out that Aries motherfuckers are really batshit crazy. And I never really, I mean, I kind of thought Aries were crazy because I grew up with a lot of Aries sis or people of the Aryan tribe. People hate when I say Aryan. They'll be like, bitch, what you mean Aryan? Bitch, like I said, bitch, Aryan, bitch, same motherfucking thing. But anyway, so I've never really got to understand the depth of an Aries until I became an adult and I met a lot of them. Now, I think that I get along more with male Aries than female Aries. And I'm like that with certain signs. I don't know why. Certain signs I get along better with the males versus the females, and then vice versa. And with the Aries, they're just crazy. The women are very crazy. The women are very stalkerish. They're very, they can be very self-absorbed. They try to overthink. They try to over strategize, over process, and it's crazy. Like I said, I've dealt with that with my sister, with her friend, with a guy that I still talk to. Just like I said, I dealt with that, and just like, girl, like I understand that you're always on 20 because of the planetary rules and all this other good stuff, but sometimes you need to slow down. Okay. And that's something too. Sometimes Aries don't know how to calm this stuff down. Sometimes it's coming like an ADHD thing. Like, you're on 20, bitch, you need to be calmed down. A good example, today I was talking to an Aries and we were talking about cars, because I know this Aries, they tend to copy people. And there's no bad things with that, but they tend to copy people. Ironically, someone else had a certain type of car, and then they went to go look for a new car, and then they wanted the exact same car they had, but they were like, oh no, they're gonna kill me. And I'm just like, girl, you have a million different cars out there. Why do you want to copy someone else? But whatever. I'm not a copier, so I don't understand that train of thought. But going even to fast forwarding, so I asked them, because they said that, they like to shit where they eat at. They like to shit where they eat at. And I think dogs don't even do that. No tea, no shade. I don't even think dogs like to shit and eat in the same space. So for a human to do it, I'm just like, girl, this is weird. So she liked to become friends with her coworkers. And I'm big on that. No, 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 no. Your coworkers is for work. That's it. Only thing y'all should be talking about is work-related situations and instances. You should not be bringing your home to work and vice versa, because God forbid if a position come up, like for me with several jobs I had, the persons that you thought, or the people you thought that were cool with you, will say, well, I don't know if you want her to be a manager, because she was telling me that when she get upset, she has to count herself down because she have a lot of anger problems. So now this coworker who is your competitor, because people think that, oh, we're coworkers, we work together. That's what they want y'all to think. The real true tea is, bitch, if a supervisor position pop up, now it's all of y'all against each other. Who want to become our supervisor? Now we need to squirt it out. So bitch, they're gonna start snitching on your ass and say, well, yeah, she come to work late anyway. Remember she called in sick and I told you I saw her at the mall? Or I had my day off. She was sick. And I'm just going to tell you this right now because we're here. But she had her day off. I had my day off. She was sick. And I saw her in the mall shopping it up. So bitch, now this person becomes your enemy. And then you end up losing your job. So I always tell my people, do not become friends with your fucking coworkers. There's no such thing as that. If you do have coworkers that you think that they're cool, that's fine. Bitch, we could be cool. Bitch, I'm cool with my neighbors, but bitch, they're not coming to my house. I'm not inviting them over. I don't want to come to their house and eat. Like, bitch, we're not going to talk about anything privately. Oh, I just got some last night. Like, hi, bye. How you doing? Like, we could be cordial. So, like I said, she likes to become friends with her coworkers. And I'm just like, girl, they call her off the clock. They text her off the clock. And I'm just like, girl, bitch, if you're my worker or you're my boss and we're not on the clock, why are you contacting me about work? I left work 3 hours ago. I'm at home. I don't want to think about fucking work. Let's talk about when I get to work. So anyway, get up out of that. She has the same car as her coworker. And my question was, because she knew I was fucking going with this. And this is how fucking Aries do, overthinking shit. I said, well, who copied who? Instead of clarifying and said, what do you mean by that? Well, I have my car first. Or she said I have my car first because her car is newer. And I think about it for a minute, like, wait a minute, what? Bitch, I didn't. wait, hold on. Am I in a twilight? So I said, girl, can you please listen to what you just said? And she's like, yeah, you asked who copied who, but I'm telling you that when I met her, we both had the same car, but because my car is older than hers, I had mine first. Okay, so girl, when y'all first met each other, y'all both had those cars, right? Correct. Okay. So if you both have the car when you met each other, nobody copied nobody. You both had the exact same car when you first fucking met. How hard is it just to say that, girl? Well, I mean, well, I answered the question though. You asked the question, I answered it. No, you didn't. You went above and beyond. Okay, well, you know, girl, I'm just gonna talk to you another time. Bye, girl. You ain't stressing me out, bitch, because you over here ADHD or whatever the fuck you got going on, overthinking shit. Okay, overthinking shit and trying to dump that shit on me, bitch. I don't want to hear that. I asked one simple question. I expect a simple answer. Girl, nobody had no car first. Ain't nobody copy nobody. When we first met each other, we both had the car. That's all you have to say. Ain't no, well, me first because her car is newer and my car is the standard. Just like, girl, this is why you have to be tired. This is why you have to be driving and you pass out while you're driving. This is why you ask when you get home, bitch, you're sleeping 8 or 9 fucking hours because you're over processing shit. Just answer the question and not go above and beyond. I don't need no damn detailed answer, bitch. Anyway, that's the Aries do that. Do you think about male Geminis? My ex-boyfriend was a Gemini, but he was more emotional than me. What day was his birthday, Lady K? I'm talking to a Pisces now. Oh, they hoes. Male Pisces are hoes, RJ Black. Let me tell you something about male. And don't let it be male and gay. Because I already think that LGBT people are already sexual people because, of course, we're very spiritually inclined, even though a lot of them don't want to invest in that or even care to invest in it. But spirituality, sexuality is so, it's hand in hand. So highly inclined spiritual people are highly advanced sexual people. Honey, you can think of different sexual ways, different sexual things, honey, that the average Joe don't think about when you're spiritually inclined. Okay, come on in here. Because bitch, you operate on all dimensions, so bitch, you understand how it all works. You're not trying to digmatize anybody on just the physical level. You're trying to get them mind, body, and spirit. Come on in here. Come on in here. So anyway, yeah, the people's like, come on, grab Adam. Mina, why you delete that? Come on back in here. Can't be friends with everyone. It could invite a lot of bad energies. That too, Mina. Mina, hello. Yes. Hello, Grand Madam. Co-workers are always competitors. That's I'm like, why do people not understand that? And it's not even like, ooh, why you got a computer about it? Why you just can't let bygones be bygones? It's not about that. When you're a boss bitch and you have friends who are also boss bitches, then I don't think that's competition at all. Because, bitch, you know you're in your lane, they're in their lane, it is what it is. But when you work for a company, that beehive mentality, that worker bee type of mentality, bitch, you guys are working towards a goal, and the goal is to be at the top, and everybody can't be at the top. So why put yourself through that? I don't understand it. Why? Come on, Larry. How you doing, Larry? Yes, honey. How you doing? Yes, honey. How you doing? Let me see if I can put that over here. Can I? Oh, I can't. So I got to keep leaning forward. I'm an Aries fan who makes a lot of assumptions. She thinks her in-laws are cheating on each other and thinks every single male wants her. Mina, that's another thing too. I hate when people say that certain signs think they're right, but I hate to say that I think Aries, I think they think they're smarter than other people. I really do. And that's not me like projecting that based on their interactions with people that they've had. And they say, ooh, girl, I can't stand her. And then you get down the bottom and it's like, oh, because she has her own opinion. And because her opinion differs from yours, you want her to see things your way. She don't see it. So now she's an enemy. And I noticed that with the Aries that I know, the same thing. We can have a conversation. If you give her information that challenges her belief system, she's like, oh, no, hell no, I got to go, bye. And it's like, so why are we talking? Like, am I talking to a grown woman or am I talking to a little girl? Like, little kids do that shit. You know, if you stated an opinion and I stated an opinion, we can agree to disagree and we keep it moving. But don't state your piece, I state my piece, then you state your piece again. Then when I state my piece, then it's okay, fuck it, forget it, I got to go, click. Because, bitch, now you're a kid, and, bitch, I'm not dealing with your ass in 2020. Bitch, you got to go. I got to go. You got to go. bitch. Like I said, I only want to deal with certain people 2020 and beyond because a lot of shit is going on. A lot of things are going to be put in place. And bitch, ain't nobody got time for no damn dead weight. Come on in here. Hey, Larry, I'm doing great. Come on, Magic Cat. How you doing? Magic Cat, did you get my email? Okay, come on in here. Yes, honey. Listen, that's something too. Aries, they be trying to front too. No tea, no shade. They be trying to front. Like, no, I observe. I do talk a lot, you guys, but I definitely like to observe things as well. I pay attention. Even when I'm talking to shit, I'm aware of all things that are going on around me. Anyway, so oh God, okay. So never mind. I'm not gonna say because she might be watching. She gonna say, "Oh, bitch, this is what you really feeling right now." Okay. This is what you really feeling right now, sis? Okay. Oh, okay, about Mel Gemini's. What day was his birthday? What day is his birthday, Lady K? Oh my God. Magic Cat, you emailed me when? Last summer? Right? Was it last summer? I won't put too much out there, but there's a lot of new projects going on with you. 528. Oh, he's a May Gemini. Well, guess what? So he is set. He is set. In the Egyptian zodiac, he is set. So, of course, he's going to be more emotional. And see, this is where it comes into play at, okay? So, of course, Lady K, email me. So, like I said, he's set. So, of course, he's going to be a little bit emotional. And I do know this too. May Geminis are basically Taurus individuals. Even though they say May is the real Geminis and June Geminis are Cancer or Cancerian Geminis, I don't believe that. I think May is actually the month for Tauruses and all that good stuff, the Taurian people. So, and going into that, Taurian people are very emotional, or they're very sensitive, not emotional. They're very sensitive. When they're passionate about something, they go hard for that passion. Okay. And this is why they like fabulous stuff. You know, you can't get a Taurus a basic card set. Okay. I think a Taurus man would be very compatible for me. Because of course you can build on knowing each other. But if I ever have to buy a Taurian person a gift, I probably wouldn't know what to buy them. I probably would just say happy birthday or Merry Christmas or Hanukkah or something. I don't know. I probably think of something cute, but I don't know if I would buy it because I would feel like, okay, if I get them a gift card, the gift card may not be good enough for them. If I was to make them something, it may not be good enough for them. You know, that type of thing. Come on, Taurus. How you doing? Come on in here. Yes, honey. Yellow candles are for clarity, focus, country studying. That is correct. The yellow candle represents, of course, the eastern direction as well as the air. Yes, honey. Oh, Larry asked the question. Oh, shit, Larry. My friend is worried about his wife bought a yellow candle. Should he be worried? Also, yellow candles are good for communication, Larry. So he did the right thing. I don't know who advised him to get a yellow candle, but yellow candles, when you're in a relationship where no one's communicating, or there's a lot of, because obviously people are thinking, like you have over 1,000 messages or ideas a minute, I believe. It's like, yeah, a minute. You get over 1,000, you have over 1,000 messages or thoughts that pop up every freaking minute, right? So, and you're not even aware of this. A lot of these are subconscious and they're conscious. And it's why we become drained, because subconsciously they're there and then consciously you filter through them. So yellow is good for opening up the roads for communication. So definitely he did good with that. Getting that yellow candle and definitely asking for communication. Of course, yellow also connects with the solar plexus, and that's where our current consciousness resides. So yellow is going to be stimulating for a lot of things, a lot of people, and also will bring out certain emotions. Like people think that yellow is very joyous, happy, contentment, but also yellow can stir up fears. Yellow can also make people very depressed. Yellow can also stir up just a whole bunch of emotions because, of course, it causes some type of stimulation, very similar to orange. Yes, honey. Have a good night, Larry. Yes, honey. I know that's why Taurian people do love fabulosity, honey. Come on in here. Yes, honey. They love it, honey. They said, bitch, we ain't playing with that. But yeah, so you emailed me and I emailed you, but I never got a response. I was like, maybe she didn't get it. I'm gonna make another email because I want people to be able to hit it up quicker. So it'll probably be like two spirit mystic at Gmail or two pi 69. Woo, come on in here. At gmail.com. Because, bitch, I can tell y'all, we getting into that. Come on in here. We get into that. If you lack sexuality, bitch, you're going to have a problem finding a man. I rewatched your Sybil video, and it was so interesting. Come on in here. What was so interesting about it, Queen of Plants? Come on in here, Queen of Plants. You ready for that information again, huh? Ow. I think the new Turbo's Joy fan. Okay, come on in here. Okay, listen to your pulse. It's meditation, Kundalini yoga. Come on in here, Magic Cat. You know exactly what you're doing. I know that's right. And Kundalini energy, honey, is very, very potent and powerful when it comes to awakening your true psychic abilities. And I keep stressing this because people say, well, I'm not psychic enough. Listen, if you're not psychic enough, then you shouldn't be burning candles neither. Bitch. Anyway, yes. So yes, Kundalini energy is so good. Yoga is so good. Going into shamanism, okay, because I always say this. I don't know how someone is claiming to be a high priestess of any order, not really knowing the arts of anything. It's kind of like going to school to be for anything nowadays. You go to school to be a nurse, let's say a front office, like medical assistant. They're going to still teach you about the back office stuff. They're going to still teach you about medical terminology. They're going to teach you how to take blood pressures or stats or how to take, how to weigh people. They're going to still do all these things, even though you're going to be sitting there typing. Even as a medical transcriptionist, they're going to still teach you how the office runs just in case you need to be multi-skilled. And that's really what's going to get you the job anyway. Having a degree or study in one area, unless it's a broad area, is going to limit your employment opportunities. So going into spiritual stuff as well. To be a high priestess, you got to kind of be trained in everything. And the first thing is self-discipline. But going into that, a lot of people are like high priestesses and they're the leaders and they're the baddest and this and that. But they don't understand how to keep energy in control. And the Kundalini energy process, okay, the techniques teach you how to control everything from your emotions that go through your body, your thought process, and all that good stuff. So I think that's so interesting that a lot of people don't know about that. Come on in here. You know what you're doing, honey. Come on in here. Yes, honey. I'll see if I went into another folder. Yes, please check, honey. Come on in here. I know that's right. The craziest thing about it is the Magic Hat. Everyone is not ready for that. That's why I always tell people, take your time. The first thing you want to do spiritually is to heal yourself. Because if you have demons there, okay, when you start going into Kundalini energy and awakening your third eye and getting into doing energy works to build up your psychic energy, when that stuff start coming in, it's going to freak you the fuck out. And two things are going to happen. Either you're going to become a very strong spiritual person or you're going to develop a strong psychotic disorder. That's just how it is. You're going to develop a strong psychotic disorder. And that's why you see a lot of people that be going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in the spiritual community where they create their own lingos and shit. And I'm just like, I'm not understanding where that's from. I'm not understanding how people who are esoterically trained and exoterically trained don't know anything of what you're talking about, but yet all of a sudden you got taught by this is that. Also, I find it amazing when people be like, they got all this information, all this knowledge, but they be doing the exact same thing that the mundane people or the average Joe do. And that's just, anyway, it's crazy. Not saying, but I'm saying it's crazy. So yeah, like I said, Kundalini energy does open you, or the yoga does, the techniques of that do open you up automatically, but you gotta definitely be ready because it will freak you the fuck out. you will be seeing some shit, hearing some shit like, wait, hold up. And even when it comes into rituals and stuff as well, that's why I tell people, if you're interested in doing rituals and stuff, you want to find someone that you can learn underneath, and they can show you how to do things safely. Because if you're not doing things safely, or you're not doing it correctly, now you're opening yourself to a lot of shit, and you can't close it, going into poltergeists and huntings and stuff. Some of this stuff is people opening up portals and vortexes and doorways that they cannot close. And now they're like, oh my God, somebody put something on me. Bitch, you've been burning candles. You went on YouTube and you saw a video on a bitch who get high, which means she cannot focus on her own. She has to get high to get focused. The oxymoron of that. But anyway, she has to get high to focus, and yet she's telling you, well, this is what I did to da 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 da. But if she did all that to get what she get, then why is she presenting that to you in hopes to get something out of that? But then you're trying it, you're not knowing the prerequisites of that, you're not knowing the safety of that, you're not knowing what is going to happen, you're not even knowing what the spirit possibly. That's another reason why I wanted to offer the class on gods amongst us, because people don't know that a lot of gods, they're kings and queens, and they have subservients, or they have spirits that work with them or for them, known as trickster spirits. And you're thinking that you're working with that spirit, but it's actually that spirit, and that spirit will get your ass all the way together. So, of course, if you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to be aware of that. You're not going to say, well, what's the signs of how knowing that this spirit is manifesting? Well, if you know about that spirit, you would know what the signs would be. The fact that you'll know and you're trying to do workings on it, you're opening up some doors of some shit that you're going to have a hard time shutting. Yes, honey. Oh, come on in here. Yes, you did some sex. I just said, come on in here, Joey Donato. Yes, honey. Listen. That is healing, sexual healing. Yes, at least a year, but now things are so much better. Yes, there's a purging that takes place, Magic Cat. And that's why I tell people, if you don't get nothing else out of spirituality, it's not about being the baddest or the most powerfulest. Spirituality ultimately leads you to healing. Like you're here in this life, in this current space in time, to heal something that has been placed on you. And it could have been generationally, but definitely you're recovering from something from your past, this life or the previous life. But going into why you're here, why you even came here, something in your previous life or previous life to that, it left something on you. And that's why you're here. You're here for healing. So in the journey of healing, you become more spiritual. So going into Kundalini energy and Reiki healings and all this other good stuff, when energy gets channeled through you, or it gets boiling, gets to that boiling point, all the things that lay dormant, all the things that were beneath the surface now has to come up. And if you resolve them, now, bitch, it's nothing but week old, just residue coming up. See, like, bitch, okay, please. But if you got some real big shit there, like real big shit, okay, real big shit, like some real deep rooted scars that you've yet to work through. When you start doing that spiritual work and meditation and Kundalini energy and Reiki healing and Reiki sessions and shaman studies and all this other good stuff, or even learning how spirits and how to do candle work and stuff, when you start doing real effective candle work, that energy starts to bring out a whole bunch of emotions to where you're like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on, but I'm really, really emotional. And it's like, yeah, you got to let that shit go. And that's why I tell people, going into candle work and stuff, if your energy is the exact same way it was before you started the work, after you do the work, then something was not done correctly, because that energy has to change. It has to shift. Something in your mind has to change in that process. And that's why I love the idea about fasting. I love the idea about purging, cleaning up your home, cleaning up people around you. Because when you do that, then you start to see things so much clearer. And I say that we always look for clarity in life, but instead we get a lot of cloud. And people say clout. I think it's ironic that clout kind of sounds like cloud, because sometimes you can put D and T together and the D is silent, the T is silent. But it sounds a lot like that. You get a lot of cloud, a lot of mist, and you don't see things clearly. But that's what we seek. We go to spiritualists because we want clarity. We do candle readings and work because we want clarity. We pull cards because we want clarity. We go to work and ask questions because we want clarity. Like, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here. We're here to seek answers and solutions to problems and things that are really not that clear. So if you're not ready for that type of stuff, then I encourage you, like I said, to not do it. I encourage you to definitely get help. There's issues that may come up. Maybe, you've been through some stuff in life where you didn't learn how to love because your mother didn't love you or your father didn't love you. Maybe you didn't know how to respect women because your mother was not getting respect from your father, or let alone you didn't see your mother respect herself, whatever. So these things do affect you. And although you're not conscious of it, subconsciously you are. And like I said, when you start saying, I'm ready to do this, I'm ready to learn this, now your energy is going to come up. And you're going to say, well, I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like things are blocking me. Those are self-inflictions, because that's the first thing you should have did. Before you start doing any type of work on anything, you should have did some healing work. Some healing work, like really taking some time out and saying, what is going on? I need to disconnect. I need to disconnect for a minute. I need to turn off my phone. And like I said, that's why I can't do people all the time. I can't do people around me. I need to make sure that the thoughts and ideas that I have are my own. The feelings that I'm feeling are my own. I want to make sure that what I'm seeking, I'm getting clearly. Like there's no one clouding that. And even going into like idea stuff, I learned not to share plans with people, because girl, people will be like, are you sure? Well, how you gonna do that? And like, girl, people be worried about shit more than you be worried about shit. And it's just like, how are you worried about what I'm gonna do with my motherfucking money? As if you made the money for me, or as if you gave me some. Like, that's the issue. Like, girl, I don't need your cloud for that. I don't need you to cloud up what I'm trying to do. I was sharing this with you to hopefully, get some support, but obviously that's not what happened. So bitch, my support is spirit. My support is spirit. And you guys, come on in here. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Listen, there was something else I wanted to say too. But we're coming back on Wednesday. Wednesday, we're coming back. Okay. We're coming back on Wednesday because the camera's on this 25-inch pole thing. I may even kind of test something out. I might even try to test something out right now too. Just kind of see what it'll look like. But yeah, we got a little bit more things we have to do. But I want to come back. I want to do something on Wednesday. And I think it's going to be very, 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 very exciting. I think it's going to be exciting. And yeah, so anyway, like I said, check out the blogspot, twospiritmystic.blogspot.com, where you see the blue light activation, which has its own posting, because I think this is going to be changing. I think this is going to be life changing. I think this is going to be empowering. And I think this is going to create the shift that you've been looking for, that you've been waiting for. And like I said, we've been doing a lot of stuff. We've been traveling a lot. We've been doing our own little, getaways and just resetting everything. Because of course, being someone who's very in tune with other people's emotions and stuff, you got to sometimes reset all that to where nothing's interfering with your own. And I can't stress that enough, honey. Have some alone time. Turn off that phone. Turn off that TV. Go out, run in the wilderness, butt booty naked. Go swimming in the lake, butt booty naked. Anyway, listen, y'all. I'm going to go. I'm glad that you all stopped by here, and I'm glad I stopped by to share. Definitely, like I said, for the classes, those who signed up for those classes, you'll be getting an email within the next 2 days. I may even start on it now to kind of give you a schedule of when the videos are going to be sent to you for these classes. And then, of course, you guys can let me know what are your availabilities for the live tea. Also, going into the blue light activation, it's on the blog spot. But I'm going to encourage you to have a Facebook page. I do not utilize my Facebook page that much, and I want to start utilizing it. And so yeah, you must have that. But anyway, I'm turning in for the night. Yes, honey, come on in here. That's right. Come on, Magic Cat. Same here, honey. I'm about to take a little nap, honey. I gotta go out in 2 hours. Let me take a little nap. Let me get my little sleep, honey. And yeah, honey. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by here to spiritmystic.blogspot.com, to spiritmystic@gmail.com. And like I said, for those of you, there you go. Those of you who are interested in buying the Merkaba activated stuff, January 24th, I'm starting the first batch. So those who place their order between now and then, or excuse me, when we first started it, and the 24th, your stuff will be sent out by the full moon. If you sign up or you purchase your stuff after that, I'm just giving you a time frame, then you're going to have to wait the following cycle to get it, because of course, like I said, everything is pre-ordered, and that's what pre-order means. I'm not going to start on it until you actually, first of all, purchase it, but second of all, everything is done in cycles. And of course, not just the lunar cycle that's coming in, but there's other energies that we want to utilize. We want to infuse the herbs and the oils and the resins with. They already got their tea, because a lot of the resins and herbs are actually they were actually cultivated raw and natural. We went to, like I said, Arizona. We went to the Midwest. We went to Nevada. We were here in beautiful California. We got some much needed herbs. And one of the people over there in Mexico, one of the people over there in Mexico sent us some stuff too, because of course there's certain herbs that you cannot get in America, because some of the herbs are, first of all, banned. Second of all, I don't think Americans want to have anything to do with it. So of course, but you got to reach out to your international people. You got to say, girl, can you go ahead and send me some? So anyway, like I said, so we've done it. We got our stuff. We're ready to go. And girl, we got containers upon containers, y'all. When I say I have to go to Walmart and get, like, these are small containers, right? These are like nail stuff. Like, these are nail foils and stuff. I'm gonna start doing my own nails and shit, y'all. This like the foils and shit. This is like books. And then I think this is like makeup. Oh, and these are also the bottles for the oils. But when I say I have to get those big ass containers of stuff, you know, the what they call those things, sweater containers or bigger, to put the shit in. I said, girl, we gonna get in though. We gonna get in. And of course, when the product is put together, because everything's done in a process, I will come through and I will show you guys an example. Because of course we got our first set of orders that came on in. And so, like I said, I will show y'all some tea, what that looked like and all that good stuff. Anyway, y'all, let me go, bitch. I'm getting tired, y'all. Oh, anyway, long day. Anyway, bye for now, everybody. See y'all the next time, Wednesday. Bye.